forces have launched a new attack on the Ukrainian city of Lviv, badly damaging two power stations. Live to 7 News Europe correspondent Sarah Greenault in Kiev. Sarah, what's the latest?
The Russian rockets which were fired today from the city of Sevastopol. Today they hit many times facilities in Lviv as well as in the country. All of us are in the same situation.
Strike comes at a time where
Right, who likes teddy bears? Come on, kids. What do you want? Ooh.
Smell it. Smell it. It's very, very close to us. The bomb just went off. Do you hear it?
So there's 3 bombs gone off. Missiles come in 500 meters from here, and everyone cool as a cucumber.
Hadley, do you want to go to Ukraine?
No, I don't.
No, it's a missile.
Cruise missile?
Yeah. It came from the Caspian Sea. We've seen it an hour and a half ago.
Look at that. Oh my god. Well, man, the thing is, I've got Angus to do a few crazy things for me, and I thought, do you know what? Okay, I'll run with his little idea, and because you know he's gone along with my ideas, so I'll do one of his.
Go to Ukraine ASAP with some things. I need to make some calls. I know one guy who might go. Do you know anyone who'll go to Ukraine with us?
So to go there, where we're going again? So up across there, and then across there like we did before.
Yeah, across there.
Across.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Did we go to Poland? We did do Poland, didn't we? Romania. Or we might have to go via Romania. It depends where I can get us across the border.
Yeah, I was contacted by telephone from this Irish lady, and she asked me if I could take 2,000 teddy bears on motorcycles to Ukraine. I thought she was insane, and I just kind of ignored it. And then she rang me back a week later and said, "Are you going to do it?" And I said, "I'm thinking about it," which I wasn't. And then she rang me back a week later. I thought I'd better do something about it. So I asked Headley if he wanted to go to Ukraine, and he immediately just said no. He said, insane idea.
I thought it was a wind-up, quite frankly. So yeah, that's what we're doing, delivering teddy bears. But if the truth be known, it wasn't about the teddy bears. We were delivering a message, yeah, which was 2,000 people in Nurka, you know, cared about these kids.
Couldn't find anyone insane enough to do it with me. Eventually, Headley contacted me about riding in Morocco or somewhere, and I said, no, we've got to go to Ukraine. This lady's asked us to go to Ukraine.
Well, they should have went in a van, really, but the crazy idea was to take them on motorbikes.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Cheers.
You guys, thank
It was, to be honest, it was a brilliant idea from the people in Nurka to use motorbikes, because that's really what caused the attention. Stupidest vehicle ever to take 2,000 teddy bears, but yeah, we took them on motorbikes.
Who was there? You know, breakdowns. Who was there for you?
There wasn't anyone there. It was me and Angus really all the way. I mean, his bike broke down on day one.
The reason we're late is thanks to KTM. Nothing to do with my helmet. It's all thanks KTM. Cheers, mate. We have to ride in the dark now. Communication's gone off, so it's all a bit of a nightmare.
We wasted that much time yesterday. We
need to go fast way. Angus. Original way is 3 hours longer than going the cold way. Have you got any thermal underwear? Come on then, let's do it. We're gonna go the fastest way.
Having picked the teddy bears up and repackaging them, which took about 4 hours, we set off, and the plan was very loose. The plan was to go, we were going to go south along the warm bit of the Mediterranean, and then at the last minute sort of head up north, do kind of as you look. But what happened on the way was my battery failed, and we had to stop in Benidorm and get a replacement battery. Thank you to Yamaha Motorcycles for sorting us out on that. Very kind of them. And so we were a bit behind time. We had to be there on a certain date. And we, Headley decided, let's head north as soon as possible through Switzerland, through France, Switzerland, Germany, and it'll save us 3 hours. But that turned out to be a horrendous mistake. It was so cold. We never saw a single motorcyclist all the way.
Yeah, let's go the north route. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
It's an idea, wasn't it, to go Ukraine?
Well, that's the south route, the warm route, and we're now on the crap route.
Some really lovely people along the way. Everyone's very friendly, you know, very supportive, which is nice. If you look at it, if you turn around, if you look at this camera here, you're on the telly.
Oh, very good.
Well, you will be on the telly.
Oh, terrific.
And what's your name? Where do you come from?
Fatilma. I come from Limerick in Ireland.
Oh my
Yes.
God, fantastic.
I couldn't believe it. I said, that's not washing, that's toys. Wow, Ukraine, that's marvelous.
What day are we on today, Angus?
Day 4 or 5.
5 or 6.
A bitterly cold this morning.
It's
and we're getting close to Lviv, and it's kind of getting a bit, I don't know, like.
It's getting a bit more real now, isn't it? Yeah.
Serious, you know what I mean? We're going into a war zone.
Yeah. There's a different atmosphere here now. It feels like, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Yeah. It feels like serious.
Everyone's got serious faces, and rightly so, but like, yeah. Not sure what we're going to do today, whether we're going to stay in Warsaw, whether we're going to push on to try and get to the Ukraine border.
When we got to Ukraine, unbelievable. We got to Ukraine. We went through the Polish border, no problem, with our documents. And we got to the Ukraine customs, and they sent us to different offices to go and discuss what we had. And one border guard, I think he was the final check, said to us, are you going to have to pay duty of $250 on the teddy bears because they're over 25 kilograms or something? And I said, hang on a minute, we've ridden over 4,000 kilometers from Spain to bring these teddy bears from the Spanish and British people and German people, the people of Nerha, to the children who were in orphanages in Ukraine affected by the war. And he said, yeah, it's going to take 4 to 6 hours to process the paperwork. And we were standing outside freezing. It's not as though we were in a car or van or bus. We were on motorbikes. And I thought, I'm not having this shit. I'm not having this shit. So I put on my translator on my phone. I explained that we'd come 4,000 miles. And then I wrote on my translator and translated into Ukrainian. I said, if you're going to charge us duty and excise of $250, we're going to get back on our bikes and ride back to Spain. And my last line was, President Zelensky will not be happy when he hears about this. And I handed it to the border guard, and he looks at it, looked pretty angry, and he grabbed the papers off us and stamped them and said, go on, go into Ukraine.
We have arrived at the Nobilis Hotel in Lviv, Ukraine. And this is where we're going to park the bikes. It doesn't look very safe. Yeah. It's funny if they all got nicked the night we arrived. Here comes Headley in. We're going to park just outside a hotel here. Nice old style hotel.
We got to the hotel in Ukraine. The first thing they said to us was, the bomb shelter is 1 floor down. There'll be a siren going off if we have a missile attack. And we said, yeah. They hadn't had a missile attack for quite a while. Quite a few days or weeks. So we weren't particularly concerned about that. We were actually lulled into a false sense of security, I think. So we met the priest that night, our contact, and he said he'd take us to a few orphanages.
So we definitely got one tomorrow, which is like 1 hour to go there on the bike.
Yeah.
1 hour, okay, good. And then we need one more place, one more orphanage.
Tomorrow we maybe visit 2 places.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's what I mean. One and one more. 2.
Children from resettled areas and with special needs.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So they're all kids from affected by the war, and they got problems. That's great. Perfect. You have to take this to his church. He has a church here in Lviv. Yeah, his church. He has a church. Yeah. Okay, then we need to go there as well on a motorbike.
In your church?
Well, not inside, but outside. Outside. Yeah, we go to his church with our bike. Yeah.
We're going into Roman's church.
We arrived with our teddy bears, and we unpacked the teddy bears, took them into the rooms and started, handing them out. The interesting thing was that the carers, these ladies in their 50s and 60s, maybe some in their 40s, but they'd all been displaced by the war as well, and their husbands were either fighting in the army or they'd lost their husbands. So it was a pretty sad situation when we heard that. And also the children had either lost their parents or they were orphaned before the war, and they'd all been relocated due to Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
Like that. Hello. There you go. Okay. So have you just been here since the start of the war? You were brought out.
Не можна, Люба, це дуже багато, Люба. Там же ще є дітки, Любаша. Там же ще є дітки.
Кирюша, бери.
Окей.
Окей, дякуємо.
See you later.
Кажи дякую. Дякую.
There you go.
Бай.
Thank you so much.
Look at this, it's like my beard.
There was one little girl who called Bagdana, who, from what we gather, she thought I was her father, and she was about 3 or 4 years old, and she came running up to me, gave me a hug, and was playing with my beard because apparently her father had a beard, And she wouldn't leave me alone, and eventually they sort of took her off me. After that, I had to go outside and just shed a lot of tears.
Is that national anthem?
Yes,
National anthem. Headley bringing smiles to the kids' faces. Well, that made two grown men cry. We've seen the great work they're doing here at this orphanage and children's home, and everything we've seen here today is directly affected by the war in Ukraine. All the children have been moved from Zaporizhzhia to here and come with their nannies. And before the war, this home was going to close down. Now it's being redeveloped and expanded. And they're doing such a wonderful job of taking care of these children. There's more children on the way from the east, orphans or children affected by the war who've lost parents and that kind of thing. It really is eye-opening and the wonderful thing they're doing here. So we're here in the local town hall, having just dropped off a load of teddy bears, but they've got storage facilities for food, clothes, donated from all over the world. And it's all being stored here and then given to the army. But look here, they're making camouflage for the military. And then over here we've got some white camouflage ready for winter. And this is just everyone in Ukraine pulling together. The shocking thing here is that this home was going to get closed down before Russia invaded and the war started, and now it's being developed and they've got children coming from all over, and everything here is a direct result of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. All these displaced children, their nannies have come with them, all the staff from Zaporizhzhia. The heating system, they've changed that in this building, changed it from gas because they don't know well, they're not going to get any Russian gas, so they changed it to wood. It's just amazing, the amount of upheaval and devastation to these children's lives and all the people who are working here. Lost for words.
Headley didn't really know how dangerous it was, it must be said, and I didn't really tell him. But the chances, as I kept saying to him, the chance of being hit on a moving motorcycle is pretty slim. That turned out to be very, very wrong. Not that we were hit, but we were very, very close to 3 cruise missiles, which is the most terrifying thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
Oh no, very, very close. I'm shaking. Shake. Get off the bikes. With the Ukrainian priest. Fuck, can you smell it? Smell it, it's very, very close to us. A bomb just went off somewhere. Do you hear it?
Yeah.
I fucking felt it. Over here.
Okay.
Okay?
It's okay. What's okay?
What's okay? A bomb just fucking missile just came in.
It's okay.
They only do one. No, there was 3. There was 2 or 3. 2 or 3 came in. Jesus. They say it's okay. Everyone's looking concerned. Everyone's looking concerned. We just pulled in. I don't know where we are. In like warehousing area. Fucking hell. Oh, at least we're with a priest. Look, we're with a priest. Look, show your collar, show your collar.
Okay.
Show your collar, your white collar. He's a priest. We're okay, but I'm shaking like a leaf. I'm shaking, I'm just talking to myself. Who are you talking to? Did you hear 3 go off?
Oh, right.
3 missiles came in right next, like not right next, but... Oh, is that smoke there?
Yeah. Oh.
Fucking hell. That's about 500 metres away from us. I felt it.
Bastard Russians. Fuck man, we were just there. We just driven past there. We've just fucking driven past there. Hang on, are we safe? I prefer to get underground. I prefer to get underground. Everyone's so cool. I'm shaking like a leaf. That's real. That's fucking real.
Go underneath the shelter.
Hi kids. You okay? Hello, 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 hello.
They learn English, so...
Hello.
How do you do?
How do you do? I do very well, thank you very much.
Він каже, що в нього все класно.
Emotional, not traumatic. Very good little orphanage. Impressive. They'd either lost their parents due to the war, or the parents were fighting in the war, mothers, fathers, or they were just orphaned. But they were moved from the front line way back to Lviv, which is in the west. So we went in and they were expecting us. We started ripping the vacuum-packed teddies and giving them out.
Great orphanage, to be honest. The kids were really well looked after. You know, it was well organised, but it was evident that it needed, you know, they just had the basics. They didn't have anything more. So us giving the teddy bears out was quite a joyous day for them, for sure.
Teddy bears for you. We've got lots of teddy bears. Do you like teddy bears? Do you like teddy bears? Yeah. Yeah. Ice cream. I like ice cream too. My God. Wow.
You see, this is the room for children.
Yeah.
They have online study here.
Wow.
So far, because sometimes when we have all this bumping, kids stay at home at the center, don't go to school, so they have online study here. They gather here to watch movies and again to have a nice time with one another.
Is this cracked from the bottom?
Yes.
It's cracked in the wall from the bottom.
It's cracking the wall from the bombing in the kids' classroom. Wow.
Sorry,
You've got to understand that for us this is really quite strange, you know, like bombs going off. You know what I mean? Like
everyone's very calm.
you guys are all dead relaxed about it, you know, and we're like not.
There is no other choice.
I know you're right, but our brain hasn't.
Before you arrived, we were sitting in other building, checking the online source and looking like which missile goes where, and we just it's in that next region from us. Okay, 2 missiles, 3 missiles, and then one time we heard like all these 5 sounds.
Was this a drone? Was it Iranian drone?
No, it's a missile.
Cruise missile?
Yeah. It came from the Caspian Sea. We've seen it an hour and a half ago. So actually, when you called that you're coming here, we already knew what to expect.
You're getting that.
I've got that on video,
Now you can see how important guest you are, you know?
You could have rang us up and said, guys, you know, maybe come tomorrow instead, you know?
Well, we don't know your plans for tomorrow, so we decided to stay here.
Right, who likes teddy bears? Come on, kids. What do you want? Ooh, what we got? Huh? Is that good? Monkey, you got a monkey. I've got no signal at all. I don't know how you're getting signal, I guess. Yay! You okay? How are you? Okay? Yeah! Look at that. Oh my God. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? Tell me your name. Jeva. Ah, okay. Good. You have a nice smile. Go smile. Yeah. Smile.
Давайте хтось дорослий відповідально тримає, добре?
Wow. You okay? The lights will be back on soon. Yeah. Incredible. Well, here we are with the kids. Come on. Here we are. These kids are so calm, and yet Angus and I aren't. But what tennis you got? Show me your tennis. Come on, show me. Yeah. Look at yours. Woo. What's your name? What's your name? Liana. Lily. My daughter's called Lily. My daughter's called Lily too. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Oh my God. Fantastic. Well, you're all very well behaved. You're all very good children. Very well behaved.
Romantic night in Lviv after a total power out and severe blitzing, really. This is blitz night in Lviv. This is Marianne. And Marianne runs a wonderful charity for displaced Ukrainians in Lviv, people from the west who've been displaced, yeah? We've met her today and she's doing a wonderful job with her charity. What's your charity called?
Charity organization I Wish You.
I Wish You. Oh, we've got lights again.
Yes.
For the first time in the Ukrainian conflict, a Russian missile is said by US intelligence to have landed in territory under NATO protection in Poland.
Another twist to the story, to the tale, to the adventure. We were just about to set off and a guy came up and said, "Where are you going?" And we said, "We're going to Poland." And he went, "No, you're not. The border's closed."
And did you read something about the border?
No, but we got people checking it. We just spoke to the American aid team and they said they didn't know anything about it. But we maybe go Hungary, Slovakia. Is Hungary closed?
What?
Hungarian.
No, Hungary no.
Okay, so we can get down there. Okay, thanks, mate.
Thank you.
So now we're having to, it was an hour and a half to the border, but we've got to go south and it's more dangerous going south. Like, a lot more dangerous.
Is it?
Yeah, the south is where the Kherson is. So it's whether we sit tight.
It's still well west doing it.
Let's have a look. So anyway, we're we thought we were in the hotel, but at the minute we're not.
We just need to wait on information and sit tight.
Yeah.